Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming to today's circle. The purpose of today's circle is a new hire interview with Jasmine Washington. And joining us in the circle, my name is David Ashby. We have Susan Nissan, Mark Ebenoff, and Rebecca Remkwitz. We'll be asking questions. You will be going first. The talking circle interview process starts with the keeper or the leader of the circle first introducing what the centerpiece, the talking piece, guidelines, and values. The centerpiece is important because when we are having awkward or difficult conversations, we look to the center for focus. We put our energy into the middle and let the others absorb the energy on the outside. These little trinkets here are important. These are our talking pieces, and we always must respect the talking piece. When you're holding the talking piece, it is your turn to speak. It is the other people's turn to listen. After that's been established, the keeper will ask some get-to-know-you questions to start. First question we start with is to make introductions. So what is your name and what do you value? And when we ask about values, it's a value that comes from your heart. It's not really something that I value my shoes or my cell phone. So my first question is, what is your name or what would you like to be called in circle today? And what do you value? So my name is David Ashby and I value teamwork.
My name is Jasmine. I like to go by Jazz and I value teamwork as well.
Rebecca Remkwitz, Becca, and I value kindness.
After that, we're looking to make connections with the candidate. So we'll ask them to, what is your favorite food or what is your favorite type of weather? And everyone in the circle answers the question.
Fusion began using talking circles to interview new staff during the pandemic. As we were interviewing, we wanted to make sure that new staff really understood the uniqueness that Fusion has. It's unlike any place else that they might have worked before. Fusion is a public charter school, but it's not like a typical traditional public school, and it's also unique as a charter school. And so we wanted to make sure that staff understood that the circle process was integrated into everything that we do. So it was natural that we began to use it in our hiring of new staff as well. And after the first experience, the candidates responded so positively to the use of circles that it was natural for us to continue to use circles in our interview process.
Next, we go into the meat of the interview, and that is for the discussion rounds. During the discussion rounds, we use your standard school questions like, tell us about your experience, what are your qualifications?
At the beginning of the circle interview, I was a little bit unsure. I had never been in a circle interview before, but I did like how it was set up. It was less intimidating. All the attention wasn't necessarily on me.
For us, it's a highly authentic process. It really lets the candidate know that this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what you're going to be doing with students on at least a weekly basis. This is a way of learning new communication skills, and it's also a way of building rapport.
At Fusion, we ask the candidates how they would approach a student who has experienced trauma in their life. They give their answer, and then the talking piece is passed from staff member to staff member so they can give their own experiences also. The idea behind this is the staff is interviewing the candidate and the candidate is interviewing the staff. The way it will work is we'll ask the question and we'll pass the talking piece to Jasmine, so you may answer the question first, and then after that you pass it so we all have a chance to answer it. Again, the philosophy is we're interviewing you, but you are also interviewing us.
The benefits to holding a circle interview are that, first of all, the candidates really got to see what Fusion is all about. Part of our school culture is to communicate with others in a respectful, egalitarian manner. Holding a circle is central to that. It also has the benefit of For the first time, the candidate is able to hear from the panel members. Typically, when a candidate for a teaching position or a support position goes into an interview, they're asked a number of questions, but they don't really get an opportunity to find out about the perspectives of the panel there. So we say that it's as much an opportunity for the candidate to interview us as it is for Fusion to interview the candidate.
At the end of the circle interview, I felt a lot more calm and relaxed. I felt like I had made a connection with the other staff there. I learned a lot about them, which was important to me because I could potentially be working with these people. So it was cool to learn a little bit about them and have them learn a little bit about me, and the interview process went both ways, so that was cool.
We integrate circles into everything that we do. That candidate, if he or she takes the job, is going to be conducting circles and be participating in circles with students on a regular basis. So it really gives them an opportunity to see what life at Fusion is like.
I've worked in a high school with at-risk students and where attendance has been a problem. And for example, there was this one young lady who had problems with attendance and some behavioral issues, and we were able to build a relationship through understanding.
The benefits to holding a circle interview are, it makes the candidate feel more comfortable and less stressed. We make connections with the candidates. We also understand that the interview process goes both ways. They interview us and we are interviewing them.